Hey, one last thing for the day, and I figure this is a great way to end the day. I found out on a posting on Facebook from a relative that June 3rd would mark the 99th birthday of my late great Aunt Iris. Now, I think I've talked about her before in talking about my cooking and how I used to watch when I was a little girl how the women in the kitchen would cook and how it was never about that was their place. That was just where they met and they talked and they gave advice and they spent time. And I used to watch them cook all the time, and it was a glorious thing because I learned how to cook food, and that was just the way I learned. And not in a bad way. It was the best lesson I ever had. And it made me appreciate just what they did, not only as like the women of the house, but the food was amazing and it was delicious and I missed the food. She used to make fish cakes and black cakes, and for the weddings, that was the rum cake. And a ton of other things I don't remember, and I missed it. So, happy birthday, Aunt Iris. And she was the topic of my favorite story ever. Of all the stories that I don't know if I've ever told you, but I will tell you. I'll tell you now, but I'm sure I'll repeat it again because it was just that awesome. So, here it is. Earlier this year, my aunt, my other great aunt, who was my late aunt's younger sister, she had her 90th birthday. So the family all got together and we went to a nearby church around her. So we're all there and we're all celebrating, kissing, reminiscing. Hey, how you doing? Oh, Trisha, you look so good. Oh, da 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 da. You know, everybody calls me Trisha because my brother couldn't pronounce my full name, so he would always call me Trisha. So everybody else, Trisha. That's my name. Don't think you can call me Trisha. Don't try. It's not going to work. So we're all together, and I'm talking to my other aunt, the one who had the birthday party. We're sitting there talking, then all of a sudden I felt out of nowhere, and I'm looking around. I saw no one. I thought it was like one of the other cousins or something just came by to do a quick tap and run away. So I looked, and I saw an uncle walking by, so I assumed it was him. That's fine. Then, throughout the day, it happened one more time. I looked around. Nobody was there. I was thinking about it. I'm like, and I asked, was there anybody around me? Did anybody, did I miss anybody? No. So I was thinking about it. It's like, who would be tapping me? Who would be tapping me? And then I knew it was something was up. And I was just sitting there, and it happened again. And this time I made sure I looked really quick, because if somebody was going to do something, I was going to see it, and I was going to find them. There was no way they could escape. Nobody was there. So I'm like, who could that be? I'm looking around, It's in a church cafeteria, so I knew, who was around me and the tables and everything. Nobody was around, and I thought about it, and I recognized the tap. Trisha. Without it being said, I didn't hear anything. I just knew the tap. And I just smiled, realizing it was who it was. And I promise you, it never happened again after that, because I knew who it was from. And I wasn't meant to see who did it. I wasn't meant to see it here, but here. And that's my favorite story about Aunt Iris. So thank you, Aunt Iris. Thank you so much. And thanks for sharing with me, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I still remember it. And this just happened not too long ago, but I know That's going to be in here forever. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks, Aunt Iris. Happy birthday. June 3rd.